right, how you guys doing out there at Spookala? That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy I want at noon on a Saturday. That is awesome. All right, so yesterday I gave a couple of Spookala trivia questions we've been posting on our social medias. My name is Matt Knowles from Symmetry Creations at #InSim on Facebook or Symmetry Creations on Instagram. We've been posting some Spookala trivia from the stage. I'm going to ask you a quick Spookala trivia question. Then we're going to get to the tallest man in the building as our guest. Okay, so the Spookala cosplay contest 3 times has been crashed by celebrities coming up and involving themselves in the cosplay contest. Does anybody know who those were? Anybody have any idea who they were? Last one, that's right. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space came up there and they accosted me and abducted me during the cosplay contest. Anybody know another one? Okay, so you got Trick or Treat, and then Jamie Kennedy came up here just because he wanted to say bye to me. How cool was that? So, that's a little bit of trivia from the stage. Every once in a while I'll come up here and give you a little bit more trivia. But you know what? I know you guys aren't here for some trivia. You guys are here for this next guest, right? I think you need to be a lot louder, and then we'll introduce him. Are you guys here for this next guest? Let me hear you! All right, without further ado, let's bring up Kevin Durand!
What a wonderful day. How y'all doing? Thanks for coming to see me. That's cool. Nice turnout. Good looking crowd. Right on. Right on.
So, I'm going to jump right into it. Met this guy a couple of months ago in Louisiana at another convention. And I heard him talk, and I could not place where his accent was from. And then, I mean, it was bothering me because I'm like, this doesn't seem right what your accent was. So we're sitting down at lunch, and he explained what was going on with his accent. Do you remember that conversation?
Not, but my accent's from all over the place, so I don't know.
You said when I'm in a certain area, sometimes I'll pick up the accent from that area and I'll just kind of instinctively start talking that way. And you were like, when I'm in Louisiana, I started to speak like this a little bit.
Hey, when I'm in Louisiana. Yeah, it's kind of a thing that really, really embarrasses my wife a lot.
Whoops, sorry wife, my bad, didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, and I do it with every, I grew up with a lot of Filipino people, and we were like family, and so when I'm talking to her, or when I meet Filipino people, I often say Filipino, and she just looks at me like, you're not allowed to say that. You're a big white guy. You can't say Filipino. And I'm like, Manyaka babayan ko.
Hey, do you see what's happening right there in the crowd? They are like, yes, let's go.
That's just always kind of been. Before I knew I was going to be an actor, I was already acting like everyone else because I find all of you way more interesting than I am. So thank you for coming to see me.
So we'll go back to what I know you as, what I know you from the most, which was Vasily Fett in The Strain. By far, my favorite show you've been in. I love that show. I love your character in the show. Well, let's talk a little bit about you as Vasily Fett and being the star in a show like that.
Well, Vasily Fett is a very interesting character, And Guillermo del Toro, when I met with him, he said, so do you want to do it or not? And I said, well, I've only read the first book. I'd like to read the other 2 books. And he said, well, a guy like you, how often do you get to save the world? And, well, he didn't say get the girl. He said something a little bit more, anyways, I won't say it in because I see that there's some younger people in the audience, so I won't say, but I couldn't deny him, it was like such a great journey to be able to play that guy, and I miss him to this day because he's so cool.
I think one of the coolest things about Vasily Fett was that you got to act almost like a superhero, but not really as a superhero. You got to have some of the same superhero tropes, the superhero story arcs, and be a complete and total badass. Are you guys with me? That Vasily Fett was an absolute badass in the stream?
Thank you very much. Vasily says thank you, I love you, you know. That's why I saved you from all the vampires, you know.
All right, so you guys see we do have a mic up here in front. We will get to some questions here. We're going to take a few questions from you guys, and then we are going to go back and forth and just hang out like old buds that have known each other from the old hood.
Just hanging out, y'all.
All right, so you know what? We'll go to the first question right now. This is one of our con regulars up here asking the question. Tell him your name.
Hello, my name is Charlie.
What's your question, Charlie?
I want to start out with I Love You and Abigail. It's probably one of my favorite things. And I was wondering, what was your favorite film or TV show you've done?
My favorite, for years and years, my favorite was 3:10 to Yuma. It was a movie that I would keep watching over and over, and just I couldn't believe I was in that movie. I remember I was on a first date with a girl watching Walk the Line, and at the end of the movie I was so moved by the film that I started crying violently, like uncontrollably. This woman's like, oh my God, what is wrong with this guy? And I kept thinking, oh my God, will I ever get to be part of something that great? And then 8 months later, I got the audition, and I had the scenes, and then it showed that I sang the song, and it had the lyrics, but it didn't have a melody, and I looked online, and I couldn't find the melody, so I wrote a melody. And so when I walked into that audition, you're James Mangold, and I went up, and I put my finger to the head, and I went, gonna hang me in the morning before the night is done. I ended up getting it. But I'd have to say my favorite now is What a Wonderful Day.
Thank you.
I think that's my favorite now.
All right, next up, coming up to the mic, and first I gotta give you some props. Love the top hat. Top hat.
Thank you.
Sister, there we go.
Thank you.
All right, what's your name?
Saffron the Pixie.
And what's your question?
My question is, what is your dream role, unless you've already played it, and if you did, what was it?
My dream role, I have not played it yet, or maybe every one of them has been my dream role. Because growing up where I came from, I grew up in a place called Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's 21 hours northwest of Toronto, at the top of the Great Lakes, and nobody does this for a living there. We produce a lot of hockey players, my biggest dream was to get to do this. Like if my little version of myself back in Thunder Bay could see myself talking to you all, and y'all are cheering and laughing at this stuff, I'd be like, that's my dream role. I'm living my dream role. But yeah, no, every day I'm just striving to get better. I'm constantly inviting bigger challenges, more weight and greater narratives. I think I might have written my dream role. I'm hoping to shoot it next year. It's called The Hockey Player. So look out for that. But yeah, every time I'm on set, everybody will tell you, if you say who's the happiest person on set, they would literally point to the giant guy with the fluorescent head, because I'm living my dream every day. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. You guys are my dream.
All right, next, come on up.
Hello, I just want to say I absolutely adore you, and it's great to actually get to see you here. I was wanting to know what was...
I adore you.
And what's your name? What's
You
your
look
name?
wonderful.
Thank you. I actually made merch for myself to wear.
Amazing.
And I actually have gifts to give you later.
Oh, wonderful.
But my name's
Thank you.
Phoebe.
Okay. Now he knows who he's speaking to.
I was wanting to know what it was like doing the album, The 30 Odd Feet of Grunts, and how much fun did you have working on that?
Oh man, Russell Crowe, when he found out that I started in the business as a rapper, it's true. He was like, "All right, mate, what do you got?" And he was like, "Can you write a rhyme to this?" And I did, and we went into the studio and we laid it down, and I mean, he became like a big brother to me, a mentor. He still is. Love him so much, and getting to make any kind of art with friends is, in his own words, he says, making art with friends is a form of heaven. So, yeah, beautiful thing.
And I have to say, I absolutely love your energy that you put in not only your acting, but with your singing.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was nice seeing you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
All right, next up, coming up to the mic. Don't be afraid to come up close to the mic, so that way we can make sure we hear you up here.
Hello,
Hello, my friend.
I'm Heather.
Hi, Heather. I know you.
So my question is, since this is a horror convention, which horror book or movie scared you when you were a kid?
Whenever anyone asks me that question, immediately what shows up in my consciousness are the twins on the tricycle in the hallway in The Shining. I just see them right away, and I'm like, oh, shit! Every time I'm in a hallway in a hotel, which is often, I almost feel like I'm going to see them. So that has tattooed and imprinted itself on my consciousness probably for the rest of my existence. Yeah, so I'd have to give a shout out to The Shining. Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorites too.
Awesome. Thank you.
And just go Habs go for this year.
Go Habs, go!
Hey, you know what? I really appreciate her stance at the mic on that one. The stance, the side stance, like you were like in it. It was awesome. I love it.
You own that.
All right, how you doing, man? What's your name?
My real name?
Whatever you want it to be.
Yes, sir. Character, not a character.
All right, what's your question, my man?
Mr. Durand, thank you so much for coming to Spookala. What was your highest paid role?
What was my what?
Highest paid role.
Highest paid?
Yeah, like role, like job, anything.
Where people pay me the most money?
Yeah. Your highest role.
Well, I can tell you this. I know for a fact he's not going to be able to get you an actual dollar amount.
Yeah, you don't have to give me an actual amount, just get yourself
Gosh, I don't know. Well, I do know, but I feel weird discussing it. You're making me feel naked up here, Luigi.
Sorry about that. I was just curious.
How about this? I would bet that as he becomes a larger star, that the roles probably increase in that same way. How is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't gotten there yet, pal.
Oh, I got you.
Probably the next one.
The next one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a good one. All the game better.
Thank you.
Hey, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next. How about that? You can feel free to bend the mic now. Yep.
Hi, I'm Joy.
Hi, Joy. Oh, you're so full of joy. Look at you.
Thank you. I know you have a beautiful Filipino family, a beautiful Filipino wife. I just gotta know as a
Korean.
Oh, Korean.
Yes, Korean American wife. She was born in California. Her parents came over from Seoul in '74.
Because you were talking about, the Philippines and Filipino culture.
Yeah, and you know what the most interesting thing is that when my hair is dark, I have so many Asian people and First Nations, Aboriginal people go, oh, you're one of us. Russell Peters, do you all know who Russell Peters is? So he's the amazing, talented comedian. Every time he sees me, he'll yell from from across the room saying, "You're the biggest Asian in the world." And he's like, "I don't care what you say. You are. I know you are."
Well, since you mentioned the Philippines, have you had any like Filipino food?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, what's your favorite dish?
I love chicken adobo.
Oh my god, yes.
I love
that's the
chicken
best.
adobo.
My favorite sinigang. Have you had sinigang?
I don't know.
Oh, you should definitely try it next time. It's like a sour soup. It's really good.
Say it again.
Sinigang.
Sinigang.
Yes.
Sinigang.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that.
All right,
I'll
thank
try
you
that.
so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, next, come on up. What's your name and what's your question?
My name is Angelica. Joy actually this kind of ties in really well with Joy's question, but I mean, you seem like a really well-traveled guy, so I was wondering, of all the places you've been, either just for like press tours or traveling, what has been your favorite place or like your favorite experience?
My favorite place?
Hope he says Tampa and Spookala. How about that?
Tampa Bay.
Yes, that's right. I didn't mean to answer that for
And
you. I
then
was just trying to-
next on the list, I had some really interesting experiences with. So my ancestors came over from France about 12 generations ago, and I would have been a 12th generation lumberjack. Big surprise, huh? I don't look anything like a lumberjack. When I first went to Montreal, and I heard everyone speaking in the accent of my aunts and uncles and my grandparents. It was because I grew up in an English city as a French-speaking kid, and so like they didn't necessarily. We weren't welcomed with open arms generally. So when I went to Quebec, I just all of a sudden felt like I was home. And I've had similar experiences in places like in Reykjavik. I shot a film, and usually when I stand up at the end of a flight, I could see all the way to the front of the plane. And when I stood up that time, there was about 7 guys, and I was looking at their backs. And when they turned around, they all had my face, and it was so weird. So I guess I kind of felt like I belonged there. Yeah.
That almost sounds like a weird horror movie in and of itself.
Oh my God, a bunch of huge Kevin Durands. We're in trouble.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, next up, coming up, what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Aiden. I'd like to say that Abigail is one of my favorites of the year. The day it came out, I bought the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
so I just want to say that. My question is,
Thank
what
you.
was the auditioning process for Abigail?
Auditioning process for Abigail, I was sent the script and the sides, and they asked me to put it on tape. And the first thing I did was I read it and I thought, wow, this is really, really good. The character, I wasn't 100% sure about at first. And then I went and watched Ready or Not. And as soon as I saw Ready or Not, I was like, I will fetch water for these guys, you know what I mean? So I came up with this idea that I thought the character should be French-Canadian because I thought it would be interesting to kind of go to my original accent. When I first moved to LA, I talked like this, and lots of people would not even look up from the table when I would try to do my auditions because they thought okay, what accent is that? I don't even know where that's from. So I got to bring it to fruition in that movie, and they were open to it, and it ended up being one of the greatest experiences. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aiden. Thank you, brother.
All right, next up, how you doing, man? What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Charlie. I have like 4 containing to Abigail. First, what was it like filming Abigail?
Filming Abigail was the most fun ever. We were in Dublin, Ireland. Most of us, we all lived in the same building. So we would go to this place, this giant abandoned mansion mansion that was owned by the Guinness family, and it had so many stories in there, stories that you almost didn't even want to go anywhere near. Like it had some real history to it, and so it was really wonderful to get to do that with a bunch of people that I really loved. Yeah.
2. What was it working with Catherine Noon and Melissa Barrera?
Oh, they're both like ultimate professionals, so good, and know exactly what they want from a scene. They understand their job so well. They function at such a high level, and they're also really kind, lovely humans.
And 3. What was your favorite line, not just from your character, just all around from the movie?
My favorite line is actually the line that makes me laugh every time, is one of my lines. Ha! Imagine that self-obsessed actor likes his own lines. Yeah. When we realize that it's locked and Will Catlett is shaking the gate, and I go, stand aside. And I take a hard run and I hit it, and I fall to the ground, and I turn around and I say, it's luck. That's my name.
It's awesome meeting you, dude. Honestly.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you, brother.
All right, so let's make sure it's one question. What's your name, my man?
My name is Kevin Durand. No, I'm kidding. It's Andrew.
All right, so other Kevin Durand who doesn't have his face. What's your
If
question?
only I was lucky enough. So my question is, if Kevin Durand was able to step fully into one of your character's roles for a week, who would it be, and what would you do first?
I would become Proximus Caesar for real. And I would work towards ruling the world. I think Proximus might be able to do a better job.
That's a solid answer. Much appreciated, man. Life's good.
Thanks, Kevin Durand.
All right, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Annabelle.
Annabelle, can you come a little closer to the microphone so I can hear you? You look great, by the way, and you have no reason to be nervous. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Annabelle, who do you have with you? Who's your friend that's with you?
This is my sister,
Oh my
What's
God.
your sister's name?
Hi.
Izzy.
Izzy and
Hi,
Annabelle.
Izzy. How are you?
Thank you guys for stepping up to the mic and speaking.
Yeah. It takes a lot of, you have to be brave to step up to that mic, so thank you.
Are you friends with the cast and crew of Abigail?
I am. Yeah. We all became very good friends. We all lived in close quarters, and we would do dinners and train together, explore Dublin and all it had to offer. We ended up in quite a few pubs, having a pint of Guinness. It was wonderful. Yeah. They were really wonderful, lovely people. I hope I get to make a bunch of movies with them.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. So sweet.
All right, next up.
Hi. How you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
That's amazing. Okay.
Feel free to step
I'm
in.
sorry.
No, we just want to make sure we hear this very important question.
Yes, it's very important. Okay. I'm my niece. Hello. Alrighty. So, 20 years been your fan. Oh God.
Oh,
Since
you
Lost.
sweetheart.
Yes, Kimi was my first. Okay.
Oh my God.
It's taking some time for me to calm down.
I gotta give you a hug.
Holy shit.
You getting emotional, my God? Oh, it's okay. It's all good. Oh. Well, what's your question? Come ask it on the mic, and then.
All right. Stop it.
How you doing?
I'm great. I am great. I want to know because you've been always my favorite bad guy type villain.
Come closer here.
Always been like my favorite bad guy type villain.
Well,
So
thank you very much.
What's been your favorite role? Like your favorite villain role throughout the past 20 years?
I have to say it was Proximus, because I keep coming back to Proximus, but it was the first time that I got to play a character that demanded so many things from different facets of what I do. Like, I used to be a dancer, and I used to break dance, and I was a mime, and I used to do all this stuff physically, right? And I'm an athlete, and I train every day. So it required a lot of like connection to being, you know, to my body. And when I got to step into that, that fulfilled something that I hadn't gotten to fulfill before. And then I'm also a voice actor, and I got to create this voice through the larynx and trachea of a different creature, which was so fun and cool. And then all the psychological stuff, it was just so layered that it required so much, and I'm just hoping that I get out of that water at the end of that movie, you know? Yeah, so, yeah. It's lovely to meet you. You're so sweet. You got emotional, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, don't get, yeah. Thank you for that question. Thank you. Hey, man.
Hey, if you're gonna get
What's
emotional.
going on, man? Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Jerome.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, so I just want to say real quick, I've been watching you from when my sister introduced X-Men Origins Wolverine 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play Blob.
You just call me Blob.
Oh, shit.
I just mess you up.
This is my good. I'll watch a little bit. I remember that little behind the scenes where you were like in the suit with Boxcar just dancing in the rain.
Yeah.
I know I'm talking too much. So,
No.
So basically, I'm trying to be an actor too.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you, like, how were you able to promote yourself, and like, what's your first steps into trying to be as big as you are today?
It all starts with a dream. Yeah. I used to sit in my basement in Thunder Bay, Ontario, 50 below outside, and I would listen to this song called Standing Outside the Fire by Garth Brooks. And what he says is, life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. And I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna stand outside the fire. I'm gonna jump into that fire. And that's the only way that I could do it. And I was terrified, man. Like, Dad was a truck driver from Thunder Bay, Ontario, and we had our struggles growing up. And I had something in my head that said, I'm gonna be able to make movies one day. And I would tell people, and they thought I was crazy. And that's the thing. It's like anyone who has a dream, a lot of people tell you that they think that you're crazy because you want to achieve something that isn't normal, and you could do it. You just have to lean in, focus on being a good human being first and foremost, because when you can be a full human being that comes to fruition and are able to express what you're feeling, then you're gonna be able to bring that to your characters, and just chase it down. Don't let anyone tell you anything different.
Try not to.
Yes, sir. Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, awesome. Right on. Great. Thank you. All right. Thank you, bro. I wish you all the best, man. We'll see you on set. Yes, sir.
All right, so we need to be a little bit speed round. All the questions are going to be, everybody's speaking, we just have a little bit speed round. All right, what's your name? What's your question?
I'm Jackie from Ocala. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Jackie.
You were in one of my favorite movies, Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs.
With a fellow,
If we drink piss, we drink it cold.
native. What was it like working with the legendary Ray Liotta? Unfortunately, we lost him recently. What was it like working? What was it like working with the legendary Ray Liotta?
Ray Liotta. Honestly, when I got to work with Ray, I was like Velcro to Ray. Ray and MC Gainey, I followed them everywhere, and I had the amazing opportunity. They would take me out to these Italian dinners, and they talked to me about being actors in the 80s and the 90s and what that was like. And I can't say any of those things; it's way too explicit. But I would just sit there and jaw agape. He was so much fun, so committed to his characters, had such intensity and always gave off. Just the most brilliant performances, and I'm so grateful for the time that I got to spend with him. And I always love Ray. Thank you for asking. Should I come back up, or should I stay here?
So whoever's in the back of the line right now.
Can you guys see me? You probably see me. It's hard to miss my fluorescent head, right?
The back of the line right now. So the gentleman right here that's got the hat on, he's going to be the end of the question line.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to get through all these people. Speed round. Give us your name. Give us your question, and let's see what kind of incredible answer.
Let's do it.
Well, my name's Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
Hi. So my question is, what was it like getting attacked by Sammy?
Getting attacked by Sammy right after I said, "You're my friend, Sammy." Famous last words. She's just such a committed actor and so fun. Between action and cut, and even after cut, she's still that girl. She's just so witty, so brilliant. It was awesome. It was an honor. And I got. Oh wow, that's spoiler stuff. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but no, it was really fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Amount of gore? Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah. A little gory.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey,
next up.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. My name is Gio, and I have a very quick two-pronged question.
All right.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite moment in filming The Strain, and how was it? And how did you get to character to play Vasily Fed?
What was my favorite moment?
First question.
Shoot, I don't know. There were so many moments. I think just playing that character. They gave me so much to do in that show. It was the first time that I got to carry that much weight in any narrative. And Vasily knew everything about New York. So I learned so much about that phenomenal city playing Vasily. But my favorite part was just getting to be, I never get to be the good guy. Yeah. And I always say, I miss him because he's so much cooler than I could ever be.
He's one of a kind, but you are too, my friend.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Raphael.
Hi, Raphael.
I had a question. I was wondering, spoilers for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I was wondering if you think Proximus Caesar would ever make a comeback in the sequel.
What do you think?
I think he's alive. I think he made it.
They didn't show the body.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. And then people will say, yeah, but it's a really high fall. But I'm like, did you see the size of that bonobo? That dude is dense. I really hope I do. I know that they're writing the next script now. I want to sneak into the writer's house and see if I'm in it. Yeah. Maybe threaten him. Stand over him while he's sleeping. You are going to write me in this movie. Anyways.
Just like that, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one, brother. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Jason.
What's up, Jason?
Not much, man. You've worked with a lot of really great directors and filmmakers. Guillermo del Toro, James Mangold, and then these modern directors, Wes Paul, who lived in Tallahassee, went to school in Tallahassee. I'm from Tallahassee, owned a restaurant. He used to eat at my restaurant, so I knew Wes a little.
Yeah. He's a
Radio Zombie was awesome back then.
Yeah.
Is there a dream filmmaker that you have to work with is there somebody on your list that you're just dying to collaborate with, and hopefully you get there?
Dream collaborators, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay,
I love Clint Eastwood movies. Like, I would just, I'd bend over backwards. I'd love to work with Ron Howard. I'd love to work with Darren Aronofsky again. He's making a movie about Elon Musk. I'm just putting it out in the universe. All of us, let's just put it out in the universe. I will be Elon. No, anyways,
Awesome. Thank you so
thank
much.
you, brother.
All right, 2 more questions from the
Hi, my name's Sydney, and this is my first time going to anything like this. I've been so much into scary movies and all that. I love that you were in Abigail as the muscle guy. I think that's the best character you could ever play as yourself, because you're so sweet. I think it brought out the scary side of you. But Sammy, it just made me love you even more.
Oh.
Because I love you.
Oh, it's all good. I'm so big and so cool. Thank you.
Thank you for being an awesome guy and not, the mean person.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, thank you for your sweetness and the love. Thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet.
The last and the most important question from the audience right now.
It better be a good one.
So I met you yesterday with the wife.
Of course.
Want to say, if you haven't seen it yet, watch Dark Was the Night. This gentleman is not only the lead actor, he's an action star.
Thank you.
And I did not know your wife was from Korea?
Yeah, well, she's from California, but her parents are from Korea.
So if she speaks Korean, I spent a year while I was in my military career. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 감사합니다. Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So I've got one more question for Kevin before we wrap this thing up. So before I ask the question, we're going to do what has become tradition here. We want to make sure that we get set up to be able to do a picture with the audience.
I love it.
But before we do that, we have to summon the show photographer. It's a horror convention. So on the count of 3, everybody needs to start saying Corey with me. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Mentioning one of my favorite horror movies, suspense movies of all time, and that is The Butterfly Effect.
Oh, wow.
You gotta play a part in The Butterfly Effect.
Yeah, it's kind of wrong that it's funny because when I auditioned for The Butterfly Effect, I went in with about 6 different accents, and I was like, "Are you sure you want me to play a guy named Carlos? Like, maybe we could call him Ted or something." And we just went through with that, but it was once again I got to completely just disappear into that. So people usually don't know that was me. Yeah,
one of my favorite movies. You go back and look at the pictures, and Steph was like, I guess he was always built. Even back to Carlos, you were always just a big hulk of a guy.
I'm the smallest person from Thunder Bay, Ontario, believe it or not. So.
but you're not the only person with that face. Well, we've already learned that.
Yeah, go to Iceland. Yeah.
So this has been a great panel. So
awesome.
Here's what we're going to do. You and I are going to go around the front side of the table.
Yeah.
And all of your bright, smiling faces are all going to get to be in a picture with Corey, who we've summoned. And then when we're done with that, then we're going to give him a big round of applause and cheers for being such an awesome person on the panel.
And we'll do like a big selfie too, and I'll post you guys later. That would be awesome. Hey, you guys were really great, man. Thank you so much. You guys filled me up with so much like positive energy, and this is a really tough business that I'm in, and to be here and have you guys show up like this for me means a lot. And so the conventions are brand new for me, and now it's like I'm so grateful to be a part of this family, and I hope to see you again.